this normal? It comes with aging, or is this my heart going crazy again? I gotta,
Okay.
in order to heal.
Just to tell everybody you are on, it says it, the meeting will be live and recorded, just so you know,
To swallow.
you're on camera.
So if you want to be a superstar,
If you want to be superstar,
On what channel?
no, I don't even know. I don't even think
you've
YouTube.
never even watched it.
No, I don't.
No, I don't need.
You either? They're pretty good.
I watched myself at a hearing, a county legislative hearing. I was testifying, and I saw the footage. It was pretty neat.
Right? Isn't it funny to
Yeah.
see
Did you
yourself
like your
on
voice?
camera?
You never like your voice. No. What kind of question is that? Everybody else might like it.
But you know,
You want to hear
that
something?
what
You want to
it's
hear
about?
another cool thing? I'm on a county commercial.
No way.
It's a recruiting commercial for Orange County because I work for Orange County, and I'm one of the people.
my son just got
Pretty neat.
Well,
That is so
it must work.
So if you
cool.
go to Orange County website, you might be able
I'm
to
gonna go
find
look.
it.
I'm
You
gonna
might be
go
able to
look.
find it.
That's so cool. I
Yeah,
love it.
I got a
Hi,
copy.
how you doing?
Maybe
Nice
after
to
the
see
meeting.
you.
Maybe after the meeting, I'll show you.
My youngest guy
That's
just
so
got
cool.
got
Maybe
a
after the
job.
meeting, I'll show you.
Yeah, show me.
He's the waste treatment engineer
Oh, that's what
For
Orange County.
oh, okay.
That's a pretty nice
Oh,
job.
so hold on.
Wait.
So that means he comes to my job because we have our own wastewater plant.
Oh, you did? Oh, I guess he does.
He would have to.
He
Have
does.
to at least consult some kind of
Yeah,
way.
his name is Logan. He looks
Logan?
Like, he looks like me at under 30.
Logan.
Logan
he's
Brady.
under 30? See, that's the thing to do it.
How you
Get a county
doing?
job.
How you doing?
Yeah, that's why.
Good.
Hey, he was going to stay private. I
Hello?
was like, are you kidding me?
Ooh. And he's young, so work your way in.
Oh, and let them pay for your education.
Yes, they will.
I mean, he's
Oh,
got,
why
his,
isn't
he's
this
got his
going?
master's, he's an engineer, so I thought let them further it.
Right.
And the thing is, so sleep is 8 hours a day. Man. That's it.
Yep.
Boom.
Hold on.
It's better to have layers.
How long has he been there?
2 months.
Oh, so they go into 40 hours.
Yeah.
It's 35 now, but they go into 40 in July.
Yeah.
So that's like a bump in salary.
Yeah, it is. He knows.
He knows?
He knows. He's working it over there. And my wife was like, oh, don't work for the camera. Stay private. I was like, you be careful what kind of information. Camera on? Or
The thing about
advice,
it is,
rather.
you will
Yeah,
make
we're
the
live
money
right now.
Yeah.
private. But you
No
gotta-
security.
Right. And your future,
The cord maybe needs to
and
be.
your future is on you.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I need to live here.
Check it out. I'm gonna be
Thank
getting
God for
63% of my pay, of my salary.
The last year.
All right, John, you
The
too.
last, it's the highest streak consecutive.
Well,
God
right,
for all of you. Thank you so
Oh, we
much.
got 5 minutes.
All right. There we go.
All right.
How's it going?
good. Sorry, I missed last meeting.
But you didn't miss tonight, that's good.
Yeah. Thank
I
goodness.
thought maybe I was gonna. But yeah, he's happy.
Good.
I think.
So, how's it going, Ashley?
Good, it's going.
Yeah.
How's everything going?
You're
here?
busy? Busy.
Always busy.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah.
I
Are you
know.
feeling like you're in the swing of things now?
Yeah, yeah,
that's great.
definitely.
Good.
But still learning,
Yeah. of
which
course.
is good.
Yeah. It'll be.
It'll be like
Sure.
second hot soon. Definitely a lot.
We're
Is
supposed to
I get.
learn every
Yeah.
day.
Good.
Yes. it's a-
yes,
Yeah,
I know
you'll
the-
always see new things too, so it'll always be.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the job. Those training classes are great,
They
aren't
are.
they?
They are.
Aren't they?
Just so fulfilling.
But I think they're quite interesting.
Now,
Actually, I did-
lay out on my bed and I rest and I listen.
It's
I
good.
Makes me lay down for a half
Good.
hour an hour.
Right,
The
Wes?
one about,
Right?
They're good, the training classes.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Some paying attention. I was reading.
Oh, yeah, good, great.
I drive all the time, so I think, what the hell are they gonna do with it? When's that gonna start?
I think I saw that one. I don't remember. The next one coming up is the
We're aiming, David. Oh,
Yeah.
Are they all online?
yeah. So much.
So you can tap into the new ones, the ongoing, or you can just listen to the old ones. I wanna do live. Thank you very much.
Whenever.
Yeah.
You can listen driving too.
Yeah, when I'm in the office and I get there, like I'm in the office 5 o'clock in the morning. The last thing I want to do is give up my lunch to get on a Zoom. I'm working 11, 12 hours.
Gotta wait. Gotta wait. Unless you wanna start.
I think that clock's
Oh,
slow.
no, we have to wait. We have to wait until the proper time. Oh my gosh, that clock is
That clock
long.
is slow.
Where
got 2
are
minutes.
David and Amy?
Pick up. Pick up.
Well, we can start with 9. If they're not.
No.
You gotta wait. Public
I
hearing.
mean, I don't know if they need to be here.
Oh, they don't?
I mean, I'll,
Oh, fantastic if that's not.
Yeah,
Okay,
if it's gonna be-
phew. Okay. Because you're right, they really don't need to be.
For the greenhouse, right?
Yeah. They did not say they were not coming though. But I know they were closed for a wedding, if anybody drove by there, over the Memorial Day weekend. They were closed, so,
They'll do it.
yeah.
Look what, painted my house, painted tons of houses. It's like it's, I'll have a nice summer doing it.
to go
Insurance.
to school.
Insurance company.
You guys are first,
Yeah, that's exactly what'll
but
happen. Isn't that
it's a
something?
liquor.
Yeah. I went to see Albany
I
and
saw
then
it.
Albany Law School, so-
You had a wedding.
I'm working on a job right now.
Okay,
The
thanks.
insurance
Yeah, they have some
company
nice,
gave me
nice.
30 days
That's what they did with them.
to
I know.
change the
Yeah, it's not bad.
facade. See the shapes? So it's either you power wash it and repair, or you change it. 30 days.
Oh, I didn't give you the script. You know what to do, right?
Yeah, you
You're
gave me,
going to do call to order the meeting
yes, I have that.
of
You
the
gave it to
zoning
me
board
right here.
of.
Which one, this one?
But follow the script. I want to
Oh,
make a
extra.
motion, you know, all that good.
Pledge of Allegiance first, though.
Yes, of
All right.
course.
Okay, so
Yes.
do you want to call the meeting to order at 7 o'clock?
It's 7 o'clock. We are gonna,
Call the meeting to order.
we're gonna call the meeting to order. Okay, we are. And we start, where
The
did we
Pledge of
put our
Allegiance right
American
here.
flag? Right
Right
here.
here.
We're gonna start and do our Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, justice
And justice for all.
Thank you. Yeah,
Kristen.
doing our roll call. Here we are.
Okay, John Graney,
I'm John Graney here.
Jonathan Burley,
Here.
John Prego,
Here.
Margaret Politaski,
here.
Wayne Greenblatt is absent. We don't have an alternate. And Ashley Torrey is our zoning board attorney.
Okay, then I would like to have acceptance for the zoning board minutes from March 26th.
I'll make a motion.
I second.
I agree. Aye.
Aye.
And then we also have to do the same thing for April 23rd's meeting.
I wasn't here. I can't do that one.
I was here, so I can. I second that, or approve that, or
You make a
whatever.
you make a
I
motion.
make the motion.
I'll second.
Come on, Margaret, put
All
your
in
name.
Aye.
Aye, there we go. Okay, And without further ado, let's start with Slider, 18 Galloway. You want me to read it?
So you don't need to read the whole decision. You did discuss the area variance balancing test at your last meeting. I prepared the written decision based on those discussions. The decision would grant the variances requested, conditioned upon the applicant obtaining approval from the planning board for the proposed lot line change within 6 months of the date of the decision.
Okay.
There's any proposed revisions or any questions with the decision at all?
Nope.
Then would it be appropriate to approve, a motion to approve the decision for Amy B. is it Slider? Slider?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
And if you could do a roll call vote, please, Kristen?
Yep.
Thank you.
Margaret Polakowski.
I agree.
John Prego.
Yes.
John Greenie.
Yes.
And Jonathan Burley.
Yes.
So the decision granting your variances is approved, so you'll get a copy of that signed written decision once it's available.
Great.
That's it? Okay, you
Super
go.
great tonight.
Free bird.
Thank you. Yes. Yes.
Okay, and next we have 9 Campbell Road. Application for Leila and Peter Prelude.
Oh, sorry.
That's my fault. I'm sorry.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but last time we asked to continue the
Exactly, so
Right.
this is,
to allow the attorney to make some comments because he wasn't present the last time.
yes, there was a neighbor's attorney had requested that the
Right.
public hearing be held open, so this is the continuation of the public hearing.
Correct.
Okay.
Unless the applicant has anything to add at this point, we could turn it over to the public.
Okay. Anybody want to speak with us about this or come and take a look?
Is there, is there a different drawing like, than what they presented last time, or is it the same?
Same.
Same.
Okay.
And that's gonna be, you say the same, is that exactly what's gonna be built as is?
Yeah.
Yes, this is the revised drawing where we scaled back the size of the house from 2,500 square feet to roughly 1,800 square feet. We reduced the size of the garage by roughly 6 feet in one direction and about 8 feet in the other direction. And we're redoing the roof line of it to make it look more like our proposed house. And we also reduced and eliminated some of the variances requested on the side setback and the 2 variances we were asking for the garage. They now fit within the setbacks.
No, but and thank you, that will, but you don't have an actual picture of the house.
It's right here. This is the rendering. Come see.
Yeah. I thought last time you said it was beautiful, but I thought you said it came from like a magazine or something.
This is what we're using as our model to
Oh,
create it. And we
okay.
actually have a floor plan of this house. It's sort of an L shape with a porch. So we're just gonna basically use this as our go-by and just recreate it. And this is the garage beyond, which will look roughly like that. It's gonna have a regular plain roof, no more gambrel roof. Colors are gonna match, and this is the shape of the house. It has a porch across the front and a small porch on the back, and it's just a simple rectangle with a sort of an L shape to it. Entry porch, but we're following that.
You can't argue with it, it's beautiful.
It
And
looks-
then we have the setback for up to our property, is it 20 feet?
Everything lines up on the front road, same distance, that's where we're going
No,
by
to
for.
to our property,
Which
which is
I'm not
for the
sure.
Oakwood,
She's the corner
the
house.
corner.
Okay,
So I wanted to.
that's
make-
20 feet.
20 feet.
That hasn't changed nothing's changed since the last meeting.
And now with the barn being shrunk, that meets the requirements as well.
Yes.
It's 10 feet in both directions. It's smaller, it's really a 2-car garage now. It was almost a 3-car garage before.
It's a bitter pill for us to swallow to have that there, I'll be honest with you, because it's a long, nasty history. I also understand there has to be some compromise, but it's, a bitter pill to swallow.
We understand.
What's interesting, you're showing that there's a 10-foot distance between the property line and the edge of the existing garage.
No, that's showing, this is where we cut it back, this was the line.
We're actually
This
removing,
lot, we're removing the garage, back to here. This is
Right, no,
this is what's
I see that,
existing.
but I mean, this is 10-3.
it will
Yes,
be now.
will be.
So, okay, so, because right now it's about 8.
Here,
It's
this-
6, 7.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what it was. We went there and we looked at it critically, structurally, of how you could possibly scale it back, and it looks like it's very simple. Just pour a new foundation, build a support wall, just cut off 4 feet of rafters and floor joists, and it's gonna be fine. Same thing on the rear. We're gonna take away a couple of trusses and just pull the thing back in. So instead of a gambrel roof, kind of like a barn shape, we're getting rid of these little wings on the side. It's just gonna be a regular shaped building. We're taking off right to the end of the gambrels, there and there. So you can see it. So it's still gonna be a 2-car garage, but it won't have those funny barn-looking roofs anymore. And then we're just gonna kind of create the siding to match our proposed building, more of an arts and crafts look. And it's still gonna be fine, it's still gonna be a good usable garage, but we're gonna satisfy those 10-foot setbacks on the rear and the side. One less thing.
And the house is now 1,800 square feet?
Yep, roughly, yep, or 1,980 square feet. That's the most it'll be.
Well, that's 2,000.
It was almost
Well,
25 on the original design.
I know, but 1,800 and 2,000, that's a big difference.
Well, this is actually, the box we're asking for is 1,980 square feet. We're asking for a rectangular box. But the truth is, this is actually recessed right here. It has a shape to it. We don't have the exact footprint of it, but we're going for an approvable box to start with. And then it gives us the flexibility of kind of nipping and tucking it, but it won't be any bigger than 1980. That's the size that fits there.
It's potentially small.
Potentially smaller, correct. Yeah, we don't want just a big square box there on the lot. We want to kind of create a
No,
little
it's
shape
just not
to
a
it.
big piece of property, that's all
No.
I'm thinking. You don't want
No.
to look at that and just see house.
And so that giant tree that's in the middle of the yard now is gonna be gone, right?
It is gone.
No, there's
There's
one right
only
by the
one
street.
left. Yeah, there's one by
Still
the
there,
street.
this one is showing right here.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
well, we're
The
not
one that
gonna,
was right in front of the.
we're not
garage
gonna
is-
take it
Maybe-
unless we have to.
Unless it's rotten or
Unless
it's
it's
gonna,
rotten. We took all the damaged ones out, but if it's a good tree, there's.
because the other two trees were completely hollow. That's why we had to get a crane to come in and lift them over, because if they had fallen, it would have been really bad. I mean, it was
That's
hollow.
beautiful, it's a nice tree.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah, I hope we can leave it. That's the.
It also makes a big difference in the summer with the shade.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
So our 100-year-old maples fell in a storm, and it really affects the coolness of the house.
I
Absolutely.
believe it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have cut any of them if they weren't dangerous.
Yeah.
Well, I would have rather have had the trees there.
Okay, well, I thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
Anyone else want to speak with us about this? Okay,
So a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, obviously.
So the next action item would be a motion to classify the application as a type 2 action under secret.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And then you did also discuss the area variance balancing test for this application at your last meeting. Does the board have anything further to add on those deliberations?
No.
No.
So I did also prepare a written decision for this application, granting the 8 variances consistent with the amended plan. And there are certain conditions in the variance decision, so I'll just read those conditions for you. Number 1, the dwelling and garage shall be constructed and modified in compliance with the site plan prepared by Aries Architecture entitled Proposed Residence for the, I'm sorry, how do you pronounce the?
Prue.
Prue.
Approved.
For
I'm
the
sorry
Prue
I
property,
had to.
last revised April 15th, 2024, including compliance with the example of their proposed look, style, scale, color, and shape shown on the plan. 2, the applicant shall obtain site plan approval from the planning board within 6 months of the date of this decision. 3, the applicant shall have proper measures in place to handle the stormwater runoff from the additional impervious area to the satisfaction of the planning board. 4, the garage shall only be used as an accessory garage to the single-family dwelling and shall not be used for residential or business purposes. 5, the portion of the garage being removed shall include removing the concrete pad and restoring that area to its natural condition. And 6, the applicant shall obtain building permits and commence and diligently pursue construction within 6 months of the date of this decision, or the variances shall become null and void pursuant to Village Code Section 145, 152L. If there's no modifications or revisions to the decision, it would be appropriate to adopt a motion to approve the decision for 9 Campbell Road.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
And if, Kristen, you could do a roll call again.
Okay. Marge Policastri,
Yes.
John Prego,
Yes.
Jonathan Greenie,
Yes. John Grady, Jonathan Burley.
sorry,
That's okay.
and Jonathan Burley.
See,
Yes.
it even happens with John.
Thank you.
At least I can remember you guys.
Okay, so I will send you, I'll clean up the decision and send you a final version for John to sign,
Terrific, okay,
for this and for the other one.
okay. And Rena will sign too.
Yes.
All in favor?
Can I ask a question?
All in favor?
All in favor?
They already,
Aye.
you just
Did-
did the roll call
Oh,
vote
they,
for everyone.
that's just yes, okay, so we don't have to say that. Okay, double making sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, I just have a question. It's done, but is it normal or common to get 8 variances on property?
It's not uncommon. It's not common, but we have in the past, let's put it that way.
It is extensive.
Yes, it is.
But when the lot was subdivided, it met some sort of zoning, correct? So that's the purpose of variances, to give people a break, because just because they didn't build a house on it when it was subdivided doesn't mean they could never build a house on it or use that property. Because basically, if we don't grant variances, the property's useless.
It's always very fact specific, so it depends on the property and the circumstances and the plan that's presented, so.
Correct.
The sheer number alone wouldn't dictate whether or not it would be granted, but everything considered as a whole. Okay, so,
Thanks.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Look forward to it.
Thank you, John. John.
Thank you.
There, John, couple of Johns.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks, Ashley.
Thank you.
I
know it's not an easy job, and I know you both volunteer, so I just wanted to say that.
Oh, well,
welcome.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
We try to
That's nice
balance,
hear.
and sometimes it's hard.
I'm
It really is.
Lila.
You guys are planning board next.
Excuse me?
You're planning board next, you know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Oh, that's it. Nope. Nope.
Okay.
Woo!
You got a small copy of this? You got a small one like this?
No.
And now we have 21 Woodside Drive.
He's coming up.
Natasha and, oh, it's gonna happen to me again. Walkowitz Shea.
Do you have that? You'll have a spelling test at the end.
so there's no decision for this one, this is their first.
I'll definitely fail that. All right, so, you want me to read what we've got here? Yes? For that, okay. Application for Natasha and Walkowitz Shea. I probably did it wrong again. The property located at 21 Woodside Drive, Warwick, New York. Designated on the village tax map as section 203, block 2, lot 3, and located in a residential district for a variance from bulk area requirements of the zoning code to reduce the side setback yard from 20 feet to 12.1 feet and 15 feet. The variance is sought for the purpose of constructing an addition to an existing single-family residence. Of course.
Where would you like?
Show us where this
So
is.
this is the plot, just so
Right.
you know. The variance we're asking for is right here, this side. These are also 2 additional pieces, but they're not needing a variance. This would be for the purpose of a master bedroom / bath and closet.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
And this is already existing.
This is
So
pre-existing,
this,
yep.
yeah, this
So
back
this
corner
piece,
here is in, and
which
it's
is
just
10.4.
this.
Squaring it off.
Yeah,
Right.
so it's squaring off the property. And really, it's also to help, we had a structural engineer come in when we bought the house. And some of the issues were water. The neighborhood naturally slopes, so we're building this out for the kitchen to help offset the water that does naturally seep in. And this as well, and with some natural drains, like some French drains to help, with our neighbors. I know they're here today. So I just want to make sure that they're not thinking we're draining into theirs by adding this. But I do a lot of this new additional pieces to help the basement structure, to not expand and contract, because it's built under kind of the older guidelines. So this will kind of make a barrier around that basement.
Great.
The addition, is it gonna be a slab or a crawl space?
Crawl space.
Crawl space.
Yeah.
And the engineers or whoever will tell you where to put the French drains and keep the water
Yeah.
on your property and
Yep.
not discharge onto neighboring properties.
Actually, I wouldn't want it done to me.
No.
So I'm,
Okay, so
I want to be a
that,
good neighbor.
Yeah,
just
no,
live
no,
in
no.
the neighborhood, so I
Yeah.
want to make sure, because there are already French drains in the back in front of the house,
Mhm.
which is approximately right here. I know this one drains to, there's a gully in between. I'm not sure where this outlets to, but we'll find out once we
once you start
start
poking
doing,
around.
But I would
Okay.
like them like into the ground, so it's not anywhere near draining onto the properties.
Okay. What was that?
Do you want
Yeah.
To the
Make-
public?
to, but you can do it. You can say it. Motion to open a vote.
Yeah, well, we want to open it to the public, so you want to come up, give us your name, or
wanna
you
make
don't
a
have to come
motion?
up.
You have to
I'll
make a
I'll
motion
make a
to.
motion to open
Thanks.
it to the public.
Thank you,
So
John.
there's a motion to open the public hearing, was there a second?
I'll second.
All in,
Thank you.
all in favor?
Aye.
Turn this around so we can-
Hi,
Yeah,
Is that-
Yeah.
I'm Beth, this is Carmen.
that's hi, Herman.
We're the neighbors,
Yes.
we're 19 Woodside Drive,
Okay,
and our issue is the water. It's a big issue. I'm fortunate enough to be back in the house that I grew up in.
good.
So growing up in that home, I know there was always water in our basement until my dad put in a, they call it-
French drain.
Well, a gully in between the 2 homes. And he did have to replace the foundation on that side of the house at one point because the water pushed in that foundation. It's the lay of the land, if the water just comes down. I took pictures, it just so happened that we didn't mow our lawn, and they did. And you can actually see the difference, like from front to back and back to front, how the property slopes down into our house.
You can see Margaret.
And all we ask is that the water gets drained out to the road and not to our front yard or our basement.
I know, you mentioned, and I'm sorry, I didn't bring it up at the time, I wasn't thinking about
That's okay.
this, when we first met, I know you said you have a new basement.
Yeah, it's a
That's
finished
finished.
basement, it's
So I didn't
tiled
want-
floors.
Yeah.
We
I
did
not
have
wanna
water,
disturb that.
we had water this year when we had all that snow and all that rain. We did get water.
This was a rough year.
Yeah, it was rough for everybody.
Yeah,
But I do remember as a child being in the basement with water up above my ankles.
and to the best of our ability, I know it, just the
It's
way
the
our
way the
neighborhood
property
is, right,
goes.
they all slope down into each other.
Yeah.
I live up the street.
Um,
And it comes from Crescent, it's not just from, it comes
Yeah.
from Crescent, it comes from everywhere. So, we do have a drain in front of our house in the street, the village put in. But it's the water that comes into our backyard that goes into that little ditch.
Yeah, keep those for the department record.
Yeah, so that's the only concern we have is water.
And right now, just, it might be in the pictures, might not be, I don't know. But this drain, there's a drain at the end here that does extend into kind of your side.
Yeah, there's no.
There's no long,
Yeah.
we're supposed to put one on, but we haven't, because there's not really, it's a crawl space, so it's
Well-
not really going into our basement.
A fun
But-
fact, my mom used to go, when the drain came off, she would go in the backyard and put it back on.
Okay.
So- But that was my mom.
No, but I mean,
Yeah, that's
what they
gonna be
have
gross.
on the side here, and I can show you when we get home, they have it going into the ground, which is the French drain piece.
Uh-huh.
They did for half of the house, not this part, which I would like to finish off.
Yeah,
Because I don't like bugs, ants, anything that comes with rain and
Yep.
water in the
Yep.
basement.
oh yeah,
I'm on the same page as you, so.
yep.
The best that I can prevent it for my house and my neighbors, I'm going to.
I understand why you're doing what you're doing,
Yeah.
it's gonna look nice.
Yeah.
But,
And I know he tried, our architect too, by, it doesn't show the original, oh, it does right here. So the original slope is here.
Right.
He's gonna slope both so that there is a drain system, that naturally goes in.
and it goes to the road.
Yeah, I don't know what I can do or can't do legally, but,
It's in the plan, the building inspector will
yeah,
guide you on that.
yeah.
So that's our concern, it's just it's the
Yeah.
water. So,
And thank goodness I agree, because the first thing I saw when we were moving in and looking at the house was, okay, where's all this water
Yeah.
going? And there's
When
a,
we saw it, it was a lot.
it's
There's
not,
nice-
I mean, a normal rain, but if we have the rain like we had
Yesterday.
Yeah.
for a long period of time, that's when it's bad.
yeah. And I don't see it adding much more. You know, I think with improved drainage system on this side of the house, that's not there now, I think would only help both of our properties.
That includes here too, which there's
Yeah.
nothing there.
Right,
It's
there's
not.
nothing there yet.
And
It
there's
just dumps.
there's
And that's the
drainage here.
closest point to that
Yep.
slope
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you know,
Yeah.
that was existing, so.
Yeah, I mean, the houses are close, but,
Yeah,
I believe in the village, they will allow you to connect to the drain in the street.
okay.
there's
Well,
one in front of there is a drain in front of our,
I will definitely connect, because I don't want it on my property either.
so, is that it?
Okay, thanks.
Okay?
Yep,
Okay,
Thank
thanks.
you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Want to read through it?
Okay, no one else, and you didn't receive any written comments?
No. Motion to close the public.
Board could make a motion to close the public hearing?
I'll second.
Slow, John.
Yeah, right?
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
And the next item would be a motion to classify the application as type 2 under seeker.
I'll make the motion. Gave me a chance.
Yeah, you know,
A second?
I'll second it. I beat you again,
Any
you're just too
discussion?
deeply in, goes there.
All in
All in
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
So you do have your 5-part area variance balancing test. So the balancing test is that you weigh the benefit to the applicant against the detriment to the health, safety, and welfare of the neighborhood or community if you grant the variances. And I'm gonna go through the 5 balancing test factors, if the board can discuss those and how they think they apply. The first is whether an undesirable change would be produced in the character of the neighborhood or a detriment to nearby properties would be created by granting of the requested area variance.
No.
No.
Whether the benefit sought could be achieved by some method feasible for the applicants to pursue other than an area variance.
No.
No.
Whether the requested area variance is substantial.
I don't think so.
No.
Then I'll say no also.
Yeah, no, not based on the existing structure, because it's actually
Yeah,
closer than
good.
the existing, farther away, I should say.
Closing it in.
Whether the requested area variance would have an adverse effect or impact on the physical or environmental conditions in the neighborhood or district.
No.
No,
No.
I don't see it.
And whether the difficulties are self-created.
Yes.
So if the board wants to follow the practice that we've been doing for the last couple of meetings, it'd be appropriate to authorize the ZBA attorney to draft a decision for your next meeting, consistent with your discussions.
Okay,
Someone wanna make that motion?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so I will prepare a decision for the board to take action on at the next meeting.
Great.
Thank you very much.
That's it.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
I'll make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Yes.
Second?
Second, third, what?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thanks, guys.
Have a good night.
Bye, good night. Oh, well, this is a fail.
Uh-oh.
In trouble now. They're gonna come and
You're
get you.
gonna have to go watch it on TV.
What happened? Did it not record?
But it does, it's okay, because I will tell you why. It's all recorded on YouTube, and I can just put it into my notes.
Great.
Yeah, so it's